Lose yourself in fantastic worlds and embark on unforgettable quests in these essential PC role-playing games. Let's get this party started. Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is an action-oriented game with beautiful, haunting graphics. However, Dark Souls 3 has its own distinct feel, particularly when it comes to monster combat. The improved combat mechanics add depth to the fights, making them more challenging and rewarding. Dark Souls 3 combines elements from both of its predecessors to tell the story of the cyclical battle between fire and darkness. You take on the role of a lone undead warrior who sets out to retrieve the souls of the violent and chaotic Lords of Cinder. The story is told through flavor text, in item descriptions, and through the environment itself, as is typical of From Software. Those who are uninterested in the game's lore will find plenty of beautiful, macabre fantasy settings to explore. Those who enjoy piecing together each game's history will appreciate how Dark Souls 3 incorporates vast game lore. Nier Automata. Nier Automata tells the story of androids 2B, 9S, and A2 and their battle to reclaim the machine-driven dystopia overrun by powerful machines. Mechanical beings from another world have driven humanity off the planet. The human resistance sends a force of android soldiers to destroy the invaders in a final effort to reclaim the planet. Now a battle between machines and androids is raging, a war that could soon reveal a long-forgotten world truth. In battle against hordes of enemies and challenging bosses across a variety of open-field maps, players will switch between melee and ranged attacks. The tight controls and incredibly fluid combat are easy for newcomers to pick up, while providing plenty of depth for more experienced action gamers. Divinity: Original Sin 2. Outside of tabletop games, few RPGs can match Larian's massive quest for godhood in terms of liberating openness. If you think you should be able to do something, you probably can, even if it's kidnapping a merchant and then setting fire to him with his own blood. Almost every skill has an unexpected and alternate use, sometimes more than one, whether in or out of combat. You can play this game of madcap experimentation and tactical combat with up to 3 friends, which is where things get really interesting because you are not required to work together or even stay in the same part of the world. Indeed, there are numerous reasons to oppose each other. The player is always in control, and with 4 players, collisions are unavoidable. Just remember to apologize if you freeze your friends and then start poisoning them. Nioh 2: The Complete Edition. In this brutal massacre action RPG, experience the thrill of facing hordes of fearsome yokai in a battle to the death. Create your own unique protagonist and embark on an adventure through devastated areas of Japan during the Sengoku period. Nioh 2 contains an original profound story about military commanders from the Sengoku period, much like the previous title, which received much praise from fans and critics alike. However, Nioh 2 outperforms its predecessor by including the new Yokai Shift ability, which allows the protagonist to use new powerful forms to defeat even the most powerful yokai in battle. Your enemies can now create a dark realm in Nioh 2, raising the stakes of battle and presenting new challenges for your protagonist to overcome. We hope you have fun defeating fearsome monsters and unleashing your darkness in the world of Nioh 2. Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is an open-world action role-playing game where players create their own hunter and palico sidekick. The hunter travels to the New World as part of the Fifth Fleet on orders from the Research Commission, an organization that studies the land from their central command base in Astra. The hunters are given quests by the Research Commission to hunt monsters and either capture or slay them for research purposes. Players earn monster materials by defeating or capturing monsters, which can then be used to craft equipment and weapons modeled after the hunted monsters. The player assumes the role of a hunter on a Fifth Fleet voyage to the New World. The Research Commission is looking for volunteers to help them study new beasts in the New World, particularly the Elder Dragon Zora Magdaros. Hunters gather in Astra, the New World's main base of operations, to use facilities for crafting armor and weapons, purchasing provisions, and undertaking quests. Monster Hunter World introduces the series' first cross-region online multiplayer, uniting the global player base. Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a fantastic RPG, but it also checks a lot of other boxes. It's a fantastic open-world game and a wonderfully vivid fantasy game. It incorporates hardcore combat into the gameplay loop, so it leans more towards the action RPG end of the spectrum if that's important to you. But don't just take our word for it. You can read our glowing Elden Ring review as well. As one of the Tarnished, you must explore the lands between, not only to solve the mystery of what happened, but also to take on the realm's fallen heroes in order to become the Elden Lord. You'll need some sort of ring to do so. Some call it an Elden Ring. However, these are unconfirmed rumors. If you're going to brave the horrors of this land, you should arm yourself with some Elden Ring beginner tips, as well as guides to all of the Elden Ring bosses, the best Elden Ring weapons and armor, and some Elden Ring grade runes. I mean, just in case. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Many of the best RPGs are about lone, wandering adventurers, but few, if any, do it as well as The Witcher 3. That artistry is most visible in the setting, which is so full of breathtaking sunsets and wind-tossed groves of trees that I still prefer to walk to destinations rather than take the fast travel points years later. But The Witcher 3's true strength is that it populates these memorable landscapes with NPCs doling out humble but memorable quests by the dozen that contribute to one of the most human RPG experiences on the market. Geralt of Rivia may come across impoverished elves struggling against local racism in decaying wayside towns. Elsewhere, he may assist a self-styled baron in reuniting with his long-estranged daughter. These quests navigate moral issues deftly without being preachy or offering obvious solutions. And so concludes our list of the finest RPG available to play on PC. Hope you find something new to play. See you in the next video.